Yo, it's a party in the Bay Area. Marijuana, I wanna marry ya. Went to a club and I got booted for getting twisted and getting stupid. Motherfuckers, motherfuckers, all you cool cats and kittens. Welcome to another MaNiC live stream. MaNiC ChRoNiClEs live stream, motherfucker. Today's gonna be a kickback stream. I figure since I'm already always on YouTube, catching up on wrestling and catching up on weird hip hop stuff, that I might as well just like bring it with us, bring y'all with me, bro. So y'all can fucking people too. How about that? So let's see what I got linked up for you. Y'all want to catch up on some wrestling news? Let's do that.
Collision in Chicago. We reported yesterday that there had been talks of Punk competing on the very first episode of AEW Saturday.
CM Punk's coming back to AEW, bro. Wow.
During AEW Dynamite, Tony Khan announced that the first Collision main event will be an explosive six-man tag pitting Punk and FTR against Jay White, Juice and Samoa Joe. White and Joe are two names who have been discussed as the first feud for Punk once he returns. And whatever happens, this main event will be one to watch on the first AEW Collision.
Hold on. So CM Punk is officially coming back, bruh. He's gonna be, him and freaking Samoa Joe are gonna be freaking tussling, bro. They're gonna have some scraps in that, man. That's crazy, bro. So I'm definitely interested in seeing who they put him with. They're saying that they're making a Wednesday show, Saturday show. They're gonna have everybody that's on Saturday's show clarify that they don't have beef with CM Punk, because CM Punk's only gonna be on the Saturday show. And all the kids and everything that hate CM Punk are going to be on the Wednesday show. We'll see if they freaking separate him or not. But this is going to be interesting. This is big news, man. This is big.
For many fans, it's still somewhat shocking that Punk is being allowed to return, given everything that transpired last September at All Out. After All Out, the vast majority of the AEW roster...
So what happened at All Out? All right, let's give it a freaking run around here. So check this out. So basically, CM Punk had just won the belt from freaking Dean Ambrose, and I guess Heyman Page have had some words with CM Punk over some unscripted promo that they did together, and so they had heat from that. And then CM Punk went and did this press conference where he straight up buried the fucking all the elite, and I guess CM Punk told them to come catch a fade, and they came. And so everybody got suspended. The elite came back not too long ago. So now CM Punk's coming back. Bruh, what really happened in that fucking scrap they had backstage?
The idea of Punk being brought back, and some even threatened to walk out of the company if Punk returned. As previously reported, tempers have simmered.
Why they gotta have Dean Ambrose right there?
All smiles and sunshine backstage.
Yeah, what's going on, Tony Khan?
As Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reports, things have cooled off, but AEW has taken measures that should prevent talent from walking out of the company due to Punk.
All right. Good job, AEW.
But we do know of at least one, that being the roster split between Dynamite and Collision.
All right, there it is. There it is. That's what I was talking about.
Have an issue with him. Well, Punk is going to return. Fightful
CM Punk
still have issues with the Chicago-made star, and time will tell if the measures in place can last. CM Punk will make his return to
he's coming back in Chicago.
Where he will no doubt receive an ovation from the fans. But what about when the company is out of Punk's hometown?
True.
We don't know what kind of response the controversial star will receive outside of Chicago, but his presence alone is hardly moving the proverbial needle. As Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio, the ticket sales for upcoming Collision episodes are simply bad. The June 24th.
You know what's crazy is I'm from the Bay Area, but I was never a Dave Meltzer fan. And Dave Meltzer's from out here, bro. I remember when I was a kid, right? I caught a couple. My friends, I think my friend had his newsletter, and he let me borrow it. But I was a more Pro Wrestling Illustrated fan. I was more into Pro Wrestling Illustrated, so it's just crazy because, especially when I was a kid, you can always tell who Dave Meltzer was because he's like an old guy by himself, you know, and everybody else is with kids and families and whatnot, or somebody he's just by himself taking notes and whatnot. And I remember the first time I remember seeing him was like 1992 in freaking Oakland. And then I saw him in '94, and basically every freaking WWE event in the area, he's always that. You always gotta keep. He's like a Where's Waldo. You always keep your eyes out for Dave Meltzer.
Fourth show in Toronto doing under 2,000 tickets.
Wow.
Not only is that a bad number, but it's made
Wow,
most people think
AEW,
that
for
Toronto
real.
will be full of wrestling fans for the Forbidden Door show the next
Let's go.
night, and yet Collision is seriously struggling. The June 29th taping
on,
of
Collision.
is doing even worse, with the Hamilton, Ontario show selling just 700 tickets so far.
Damn,
And Meltzer said
AEW,
that
come
this
on.
Canadian tour is expected to be very, very tough.
Hey man, those aren't facts right there. They Meltzer, where you getting your
Suggested that hosting shows in the
freaking
summer
your facts
in
from,
Canada
bro?
is not a smart move, as the city's AEW will tour will usually have harsh weather, but with the sun coming out, families will be heading out of towns and going on vacation.
Oh.
On social media, fans poked fun at Punk not being the needle mover AEW
What's up, V?
Con really need him to be.
What's up, V Clark? Much love. Hopefully you're doing good today, motherfucker. We're doing a kick it stream, just catching it up with some wrestling.
Fans joked that only with Shane's arrival does AEW have a chance of eclipsing WWE. Well, one said that Punk.
Bruh, is Shane McMahon really going to AEW? That'd be crazy.
After all the work that's gone into AEW,
That'd be nuts. Hey, shout out Jazzy for dropping the freaking the Streamlabs in there,
things
bruh.
aren't looking good
Shout out
for
Jazzy, bruh. She's fresh.
Saturday show. But what do you think of the news of AEW Collision's underperforming ticket sales? Is it a sign of things to come? Share your views in the comments. Later this month, AEW and New Japan will team up.
I think that they freaking AEW's outweighed its freaking time in the United States, bruh. Take AEW overseas, take it to Canada. It's a whole new market for them. There's too much wrestling in the United States. You got way too much wrestling. You got way too much WWE. You got way too much AEW. You got New Japan that's on, and you got TNA. There's way too much wrestling, bruh. We got way too many choices. So freaking, if you go overseas, there's a whole new market for you, bruh. Untapped market.
Up for their second Forbidden Door show, and the impressive card for the show is already coming together.
Bro, that
Since the
freaking
first Forbidden
stack.
Door event, New Japan has created its own women's championship and division, with Mercedes Moné being the biggest female star in the
Bruh, Sasha Banks is gonna be on
Fans were
AEW?
excited at the possibility of Moné competing at Forbidden
Heard
Door.
that.
Those dreams were dashed when she suffered an injury at NJPW.
Yeah, she got her like a
But there had
fuck.
been plans for Moné to work Forbidden Door. According to Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated, sources close to Tony Khan confirmed that there were substantial discussions with Moné before her injury
Hold up.
occurred.
Hold up, who was that guy? Hold up, I gotta see that
The
again.
two sides were talking
Hold
about
up,
her
hold
will
on.
appear in some form for AEW.
I gotta see that again. Who was that guy? Hold on, who was that guy chilling with Tony Khan, bruh? Anybody know? Where's that at? Right there.
Were dashed when she suffered an injury at NJPW.
Hey, bro, that was a badass match she had.
I'm
gonna pause this with this
According to
dude.
Justin Barrasso of Sports
Nice.
Illustrated, sources close to Tony Khan.
Whoa. Who is that guy? Bruh, look at his mustache, Kilda. That's crazy. He has to be worth a lot of money if he's chilling with Tony Khan. That's all I gotta say. Maybe he kind of looks Saudi Arabian. Maybe he's trying to buy in the Saudi Arabian market. That'd be a good market for them too.
Confirmed that there were substantial discussions with Moné before her
Okay.
injury occurred. While Moné won't compete in
Dude,
Toronto
sound
later
check.
this month, the fact that the two sides were talking about her involvement is a good sign that she will appear in some
Yeah,
form
sounds
for
good.
AEW down the line.
All right.
Any future plans for Moné in AEW should become clearer once she is cleared to wrestle again.
Bruh, wouldn't that be dope to see Sasha Banks and Paige? Damn, think about the match lineup for her there, bruh.
Right now, though, Moné is dealing with either a broken ankle or a severe sprain, and whatever her plan in the ring may be, they'll have to wait
Hey,
on
that's-
a full recovery
well-
first.
All right, if Sasha Banks was a Pokemon, who would Sasha Banks be? Jiggly Banks? Pika Banks? Hey, Pika Banks, I like that. Pika Banks. Let's go.
During the SmackDown before WrestleMania 39, WWE officially reintroduced the LWO, which has been a runaway
Yeah.
success with audiences around the world.
Bro, can I pause this and say, hey, bruh, when freaking they announced the LWO at the WWE Hall of Fame, that blew my wig, man. That's pro wrestling right there, bruh. The suspended belief of this shit, bruh. Just with the LWO drop of the shirts, blew my wig, bruh. Because I knew they were gonna do something with it if they're giving it the freaking time in the Hall of Fame.
of Santos Escobar, Cruz del Toro, Joaquin Wild, Zelina,
And all those guys, everybody on that roster right there, LWO, are all veterans, bro.
But this wealth of success nearly didn't happen. Speaking out of character, Escobar
hell yeah.
initially turned down the idea of the revival of
Rachita, it'll be a
Said
Rachita.
no,
She'd be a
as soon as the
Rachita.
idea was pitched. The game's reasoning was that he wanted fans to see Santos Escobar as himself, not as just a remake of an old faction. And
Wow.
Escobar admitted that Triple H was right. Escobar said that it was important for fans to get to know him first, and while the LWO wasn't formed, Escobar
Wrestling fans don't know what's good.
Phantasma faction. It wouldn't be until years later that Triple H would approve the idea for the LWO, which
Yeah,
is
about
clearly
time.
proven to be the right choice, and the sky's the
About
limit for the
freaking
popular
time.
faction on the main roster.
Okay.
When Ryback left WWE in 2016,
Oh, Ryback's coming to
the guy
AEW, ladies and gentlemen.
appeared to have a
Damn.
legal dispute with the promotion over the use of the Ryback name.
Ooh.
It wasn't long after his departure that Ryback was involved in a medical malpractice lawsuit against WWE.
Oh, he
one
was.
that, according
He's
to
not coming
Ryback,
back.
he was
He's done.
During a recent live stream, Ryback stated that he was told if he followed through with a malpractice lawsuit against WWE, that
Pretty sure
his
you did.
career would be over. Ryback added that this information was told to him off the record, but that didn't stop.
Bruh, these new era wrestlers are babies, bruh. You're gonna get hurt in wrestling. You're gonna get hurt. You know what I mean? And when you got that much muscle as that fool had to be on roids at least some of that time, right? And then you get so much muscle, your bones get freaking hurt faster, bruh. It's pro wrestling. You're gonna get hurt. He's over here talking about the WWE hurt him, bruh. He's the one that freaking almost paralyzed CM Punk.
Stop him from telling those watching his live stream, and that's not all he had to say.
Oh.
As we've seen in the 7 years since leaving WWE, Ryback has had no problem bringing up Vince McMahon,
It's been 7
even
years.
going as far as to call the executive chairman a pimp. On his recent stream, Ryback
Hey, it's one thing. The homeboy's super bitter about this shit, bro. He brings it up all the time. And it's toxic as hell because you know every time he's going live, he's gonna bury WWE. But if that's your only go-to, bro, that's not saying much, man.
claimed that he was asked by WWE to stop bringing up McMahon during the lawsuit over the Ryback name that went on for years. Ryback made it clear that because WWE had asked him to stop, he decided to bring up Vince McMahon more, simply because it bothers them.
What a
McMahon
G.
is hardly a beloved figure in wrestling. Many felt
What a
that
G,
Ryback
bro.
went way too far when McMahon's
Think so?
101-year-old mother died, and he decided to use her in another scathing post about WWE.
Oh, that was
In a tweet
rough.
that was later deleted, Ryback said that McMahon's mother, Vicky Askew, was a whore and took pleasure in speaking about.
He really, hey, I didn't even know that, bro. Damn, he posted that.
During his media stream, Ryback justified
He's
his
bitter,
comments,
bruh. You
saying
just can't let it go. Let it go, killer.
If that's the game you're gonna play.
Let it go.
Ryback
Let
also
it
said that he
go.
apologized for his comments about Vicky Askew and said that she was a sweet woman when they met, which makes his initial comments about her seem even worse. Ryback has
Wow.
often teased returning to wrestling, but has yet to do so. And while he finally has control over the Ryback name, the big guy did himself no favors with his comments in his legal battle
He did
with
not.
WWE.
That's
What do you
the
think of
wrong
all that
BS.
transpired
That's
between
done.
WWE and
He
Ryback?
done.
Was the big guy vindicated with his trademark battle win, or has he done his own career more harm than good with his comments? Share your views in our comment.
Bro, he's done his career more harm than anything else. It's like, you're not even wrestling. So, and you're just talking off fucking life just like me. I mean, I can say the same.
During its relaunch in 2017, the Latin American Exchange became a popular faction in Impact
They're
Wrestling.
bad. Oh, they coming back.
Time
What's
included
up?
Conan, Homicide, Santana, Ortiz,
Yeah,
and
that was
Diamante.
good for a faction right there.
When Santana and Ortiz ended their time with Impact in August
Yeah.
2019 to commit to
Yeah.
AEW, LAX disbanded, but the group could be about to make a reunion.
What?
During an appearance on Captain's Corner, Diamante reminisced about her time in LAX and said that she felt like a kid in a candy store working with so many veterans.
Yeah, bro, that's the best of the best right there,
Diamante
man.
said that she is working
That's
on
the
it
best.
and added that LAX is too good not to be brought back to wrestling television. We will have to see if an LAX reunion is possible.
LAX
They
versus
likely be
LWO.
Owned by Impact Wrestling, they might
That'd
have
be sick.
control of that situation. Then again, AEW's Tony Khan has the resources to purchase.
Yeah,
the
buy him out,
if
Tony
Impact
Khan.
needed.
Do the LWO gimmick better than
All elite
WWF.
promotion would be well
WWE.
received. LAX was associated with Impact before 2017 and has always been a hit with fans, so it's no wonder why Diamante wants to make the faction work once again in the future. Next year, the broadcast rights for Raw, NXT, and SmackDown will expire, and WWE will either need to lock in new deals with the USA Network and Fox, or find new homes for their shows.
Oh, with the big, man. That's big.
WWE could be a very different company by the end of next year, and could look very different as well. Recently, Ringside News asked around about the idea of WWE building new television sets, something that has been rumored for some time, and we're told that with the merger and TV rights deals, everything like that is under review.
Damn.
Obviously, it's too early to say whether new sets and designs to Raw or SmackDown.
Bruh, this WWE change of ownership is crazy. There's gonna be changes in this year that you never would expect in pro wrestling, bruh. And whether it's for the good or for the bad, we'll see, bruh. But freaking, it's an exciting time to be a wrestling fan, bruh. You got freaking so many different people trying to fight for your attention, bro. Fight for your dollar. So, hey, just to pause this real fast. I was looking at the PWA magazine this morning, right? And they did like top 10 super cards of the year. And bro, I went to 3 out of the freaking 10, bro. It was New Japan Wrestling in San Jose. It was, of course, WrestleMania, and it was freaking Revolution, AEW Revolution at the Cow Palace, bro. And freaking, yeah, all of them were top freaking shows, bro. I saw freaking John Moxley and Hangman Page in a barbed wire match, bro. I saw Daniel Bryan and freaking MJF wrestle freaking an hour Broadway, an hour straight, bro. They went into overtime and everything. Great match, bro. Great freaking match.
Now will be part of these new media deals, but it is a possibility, and fans may be watching a much different looking product by the end of the year.
Wow.
Next year, Seth Rollins will make his MCU debut in the upcoming Captain America 4 film, which
that's big, bro.
Previously, the film had been titled Captain America New World Order, a name WWE fans found amusing given the low possibility of the iconic faction appearing in the film. Now the film will be called Captain America Brave New World, and on Twitter, fans expressed their disappointment over the name change.
They're hating on everything nowadays, bro.
Jokes from fans caused Marvel to
People's hating on, they'll hate on everything, bro. Wrestling fans are never satisfied.
Whatever the reason for the name change, Captain America Brave New World will be a big deal.
Hey, props to Seth Rollins, bro. He made it on a freaking, he's in a Marvel movie.
Next year in the cinema? For decades, the Make-A-Wish Foundation has made dreams come true for you.
Hey, bro, what was I gonna say? I was gonna speak on something real fast. Freaking, I had a conversation with somebody recently, right? And it was about football versus pro wrestling, right? And it was a good debate. It was a good debate, bro. My thing is, at least wrestlers can control when they're getting hit, right? And they can make it worth something. Rather than if you just got a ball and you're running and somebody tackles you, it's not worth anything, you know? And each one of those tackles takes a freaking toll on that fool's body, you know? So why are you just gonna get tossed the ball, tackled for nothing? Why not make it a freaking spectacle? That's all I gotta say.
Young people facing life-threatening or terminal battles, but nobody works harder than John Cena. Cena holds the record for the most wishes granted by a considerable margin, but we only know of his hard work thanks to a discussion between Cena and Vince McMahon. Speaking on the Tetragrammation podcast, Paul Heyman spoke highly of Cena's work with Make-A-Wish and revealed that Cena didn't want to.
Hey, Cena's the man, bro.
He said,
nobody did it like him.
Words to convey the admiration I
nobody
have
did it
for
like
John
him, bro.
Cena as a human being. There had to come a point in time where Vince had to sit down with John and say, you need to let me go public with these Make-A-Wish visits. You have to. You know you're hurting Make-A-Wish by not allowing me to do that, because if people understood how much of your time you give to Make-A-Wish...
Dude, John Cena gives so much back. He gives so much back, bro.
They'll be inclined to get involved. You will help them if you allow this, because Cena never wanted to exploit it.
Hey, straight up 10 likes on the video.
He never wanted
I'll chuck a beer for y'all. Let's go.
He wanted to just do it. That's a hero.
Like
at WrestleMania 39, Cena granted even more wishes when he gave some
damn, bro.
Entrance in an incredibly touching moment.
Look at that fool gets back, man.
Cena doesn't wrestle as much as he once did.
Hey, man, not a lot of people give back. John Cena gives back, bro. He gets back to the freaking people, and that's crazy. A lot of people don't. A lot of people get bitter.
But he is still an inspiration to countless young fans, and
Okay.
he remains focused on working as much with Make-A-Wish as he possibly can.
Yes.
And we're ending today with Roman Reigns, who has been the top name in WWE for some time now, and has unsurprisingly been featured on countless promotional materials.
Right.
This
Right. He's about to break the record for having the title the longest.
He saved the date commercial for the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, and
What?
shared the commercial with music icon Dolly Parton and Kevin from the Minions. In the commercial,
What? That's
Heyman vowed that
ridiculous.
Reigns would defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against anyone at any time, with Reigns clarifying that he won't be next July for the Olympics. If Reigns is still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion in 15 months' time, odds are he will defend his title, but his appearance in this video made for a fun moment and shows just how big NBC sees the head of the table.
Okay. I can see that. Hey, so freaking, let's just freaking get to it. So how freaking much longer is Roman Reigns gonna be champion? They're definitely gonna keep it on him. I had an idealistic, if he didn't lose it at WrestleMania, which I thought he was going to, but he didn't. He's gonna break the freaking record, and he's gonna lose the freaking belt the day after, or the freaking next event, and he'll lose it, automatic. They're just he's getting stale, bro. You can't push the same stuff on the wrestling fans over and over and over and over and over. They're gonna get bored. They're gonna get I'm already bored of Sami Zayn and freaking Kevin Owens versus the Usos, but the Usos broke up now. So do you think Jimmy Uso's gonna come over and kick it with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? That makes everything up a lot. They can get freaking another 2 or 3 months out of using the same people, over and over. So let's see what else I can link up for you guys, bro. What else should we react to? History on this piece, motherfucker. Hey, bro, I've been watching Commander freaking music videos, bro. Hey, bro, Commander. This is gonna be a wrestling stream, I guess. We'll just talk wrestling the whole time, bro. This boy is the fucking baddest high flyer out there, bro. The baddest, bro. You gotta see this guy. This dude's bad as one, bro. Ain't nobody better than Commander. Ain't nobody got the freaking center of gravity this fool guys, bro. He even got his own song. Look at that freaking armbar. Man, like I said before, why is a football player taking a freaking tackle and it mean nothing when he could be freaking doing 4 or 5 flips in a row and freaking landing on somebody and make it mean something? Legitly best athletes in the world. Legit though, but bro, if Commander comes to you guys' town, feed Commander, man, because we've all seen cats like this that are up in the bar and they're flying and lucha libre and they don't last long. The body's not meant to flip like this, bro. And land like that. But I like how you got a new era of these high flyers that are investing their money. They're coming through, they're doing all the dates they can, they're saving their money, they're investing it, so they're better off after wrestling. You don't see too many horror stories like you used to. Bruh, Commander though, bruh, come on. Damn, shooting star from chair. Bruh, that's a inverted Phoenix splash. Damn. Hey. That full center of gravity's crazy, bruh. Legitly, there's nobody in the world doing it like Commander right now. Nobody doing it like him. Into a freaking arm drag, bruh. Look at that freaking balance into a freaking shooting star, bro. Yeah. Nice, bro. Nice. Damn. Yeah, buddy, nobody doing it like him, man. I'm telling y'all, bro, enjoy freaking wrestlers like that while they last, because they don't freaking their freaking lifespan ain't that big, bro. And I respect the hell out of the ones like that are keeping the freaking bar, bro. They're setting the bar and they're keeping it up, you know. A lot of people will freaking just wrestle right here where the bar's at, and they'll have longer freaking careers. There's cats like him that are freaking, they go all the way, even though they know that freaking they're probably not gonna get 5 years out of their freaking career. You know, I respect the hell out of that. I respect the hell out of that. Y'all want to catch up with some more pro wrestling? Let's do it. Let's go.
Here's your wrestling news for May 22nd, 2023. And we're kicking off today with Cameron Grimes, who was finally called up to SmackDown as part of the recent WWE draft, months after his time with NXT officially came to an end.
Wow.
In his debut match on the Blue brand, Grimes defeated Baron Corbin in mere seconds, and fans can expect more wins in the future for the former North American champion.
Yo, I just don't like when they freaking Baron Corbin's a superstar, bro. I don't like how they're doing him like that. Having him go out like that. I mean, good match. I guess you can call it a good match. It wasn't very long, you know. And so Corbin, bro, I think Corbin's just waiting out his contract right now. He's probably gonna lose to everybody. You can tell when a wrestler is not fully committed into their work. You know what I mean? You could tell. When Dean Ambrose was on his way out of WWF in those last few matches, you can tell that he was just freaking going with the motions. He wasn't putting any effort into it to become a bigger star and to invest himself there. Like that Shield reunion, they had a Shield reunion. He wasn't even happy to be freaking amongst Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. It was just all like, you give him daps, but it was just like, you can see that in Baron Corbin too. He's just waiting out his contract, and so they're gonna probably make him job but do a bunch of stupid shit.
Grimes has a ton of support behind the scenes, with Triple H being just one of several people to be incredibly high on Grimes.
That dude's bad, man.
WWE had wanted to call Grimes up months ago, but decided to wait until the right creative idea, a clear sign that the company is dead serious about him having the best chance to succeed.
That's such a great idea.
One longtime WWE
they're doing that with LA Knight right now too.
Saw Grimes as a slam dunk in that he could work any number of styles, both in the ring.
Yeah, he's been all over the world, man. He's been all over the world.
Say who he beat. We can report that Grimes did win his match during the SmackDown taping that will air this Friday.
Okay, pre-taped, huh? Oh, okay.
Over to New Japan Strong now.
Let's go.
The promotion recently held its resurgence event and crowned the inaugural New Japan Strong Women's Champion. In the first of two semifinals matches, Mercedes Moné, representing New Japan, was able to defeat CMLL's Stephanie Vacker to earn a spot in the finals later in the show. Willow Nightingale of AEW then advanced to the finals with a win over Stardom's Momo Kohgo, and these matches and the finals were three of the best matches.
I'm sorry, but
the final.
But you could tell when somebody's comfortable in the ring. Homegirl's not comfortable in the ring. You can tell she's going through the motions. Not because she's not trying to put 100% in it, because she doesn't know any better.
Between Nightingale and Moné was a hard-hitting affair which had the crowd hooked.
It was great. That was a hard-hitting affair.
From the audience before the bout had even started. The only issue came with the closing moments of the match, as when Nightingale hit a powerbomb, and while Moné did not kick out, the referee stopped his count at 2.
Ooh.
It was only after a second powerbomb that Nightingale was able to get the win and put her name in the history books as the first New Japan Strong Women's Champion. Given the star power of Mercedes Moné, it was quite the shock to see Nightingale stand tall when all was said and done. And do you think New Japan
that was a trip
to be the inaugural champion? Sound off in the comments.
They don't really, New Japan doesn't really invest in Americans, man. That's crazy.
But that awkward finish has raised a lot of questions, and it's believed that Mercedes Moné suffered an injury during the final.
Hey, bro, I told you, bro, homegirl, she's freaking not good, man. Look, she hurt freaking Moné.
In the process, as after the move, Moné appeared to be unable to put any weight.
Bro, you know what it is because I wrestled before. When you're in the ring with somebody that freaking is not comfortable, right? You can't really do too many complicated things because their nervousness is gonna make you nervous, and I think that's what happened. Mr. Twisted King Savage, thanks for coming through, bro. We're just doing a kick-it stream, catching up in pro wrestling, bro.
On her leg. The match ended about 60 seconds later, which included that strange 2 count that MaNiC didn't kick.
So I don't think, hey, bro, I think MaNiC was supposed to win that.
WWE superstar was carried out of the ringside area. It is worth stating that neither Mercedes Moné nor New Japan have confirmed reports of an apparent injury, but we expect an update to be given within the next few days.
Bro, what if, peep this, what if she's not even hurt? Right? What if she's not even hurt? She faked the injury, right? And she shows up at Forbidden Door. You know what I mean? Makes a surprise appearance at Forbidden Door and fooled everybody. That's good wrestling. But at this point, you're right. Twisted Savage, she did hurt herself. She should know better.
If MaNiC is injured, hopefully it isn't anything too.
If he's all right. If she is injured.
Best after this tournament finals match didn't go exactly according to plan.
No.
The last time WWE fans saw Drew McIntyre, it was at WrestleMania.
Yeah, where's the whip in, bro? Is he getting signed?
Questions about his future with the promotion. McIntyre's deal with WWE will expire in early 2024, and many assume he will not re-sign. But now, the Scottish Warrior may have revealed what's next. During tonight's Raw, Imperium will face Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and a mystery partner, and that person may be none other than the...
Bruh, I'm gonna make some food, and I'm gonna watch Raw right after this stream, bro. I'll catch up on it then.
Asking fans who they think the third man will be, and
hey, Forbidden Door, hey, legit.
Quickly retweeted the post.
Hey, Forbidden Door is looking a lot better than last year's Forbidden Door. I think this year's Forbidden Door was supposed to be what last year's Forbidden Door was supposed to be, because freaking everybody got hurt right before Forbidden Door, and they had to mix up that card, bro. We didn't really get, but Daniel Bryan, bro, Daniel Bryan and Ibushi, that's gonna be freaking sick.
It's been said that McIntyre and WWE have been far apart on both his creative and his pay.
He wants more money
with the tag team champions, and
the
program with Imperium and Gunther may have won Drew over. We won't know who the mystery person will be until tonight's episode of Raw airs.
I think they invested a lot into Drew McIntyre. They know he's always going to be there. So they're going to cut him out of his contract instead of paying him more. And they're going to make Gunther the new dude. You know, they kind of, if like,
and do you think Drew will stick
like if Drew McIntyre could do a heel gimmick, that'd be great, but he can't be a heel, bro. He just can't. A lot of wrestlers can't be a heel, bro. He's too much of a baby face. I think somebody in his role, they need him as a strong heel if he wants to get paid the money that he's making, because there's tons of baby faces, not enough heels.
For his time with the company,
too many Chiefs, not enough Indians.
For months, Thunder Rosa has been out with a debilitating injury, which would
shout out Thunder Rosa, bro. She's from the Bay.
World champion to relinquish her title. Not only has Rosa had to deal with her recovery, but she's also had to deal with accusations from fans that she's been exaggerating her injury.
Bro, you know what's all funny? So me, freaking the Young and Necrolo were walking the freaking out of AEW, right? And Thunder Rosa was right there, right? And it wasn't just wrestling going on out there. There's hella like different clubs going on at the same time, right? And so a group of people were walking out and they saw Thunder Rosa with their dude, right? And one of them was all like, "Hey man, I think that dude beat that chick," but it was just your face paint. That's the way your face is like that.
Ultimately futile attempt to not have to drop the title. Rosa has always denied the claim that her injury has been anything other than 100% legitimate.
Okay, we'll see about that.
Spoke about just how difficult this recovery process has been on her. She said, "The accusations made things much more difficult than they were mentally for me. There were days that I'm gonna be honest, and I've said it on my YouTube channel, I wanted to kill myself. Everything stopped, and there's nothing you can do.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
so thankful for that, and I have a really
Wait a minute.
I think
somebody should call freaking mental health services if you're talking like that on there. I could definitely see though. Wrestling fans are freaking brutal, bro. Wrestling fans are brutal. And I don't get it. So, I'm going to speak on this. She's doing the smart thing. Thunder Rosa is doing the smart thing. You're taking the time to heal up, right? But the wrestling mind state, if you got a title on you and they're waiting for you to come back, you come back ASAP, right? As soon as you're medically cleared. You know what I mean? And money can buy medical clearance. You know what I mean? She's doing the right thing. She's taking the time off. She's been on the road for hella long. She's probably spending some time with her dude and her dog. You know what I mean? And I respect the hell out of that.
He's the one who helped me the most, and he helped me many times, many nights, just telling me.
And her son and her kids, bro. Look at that.
Thankfully, Rosa did not act upon those dark feelings within her,
Thank you.
and recently
Thank you, Rosa.
programming and was
Thank
soon
you,
going into the
Rosa.
office of Tony Khan. Thunder Rosa has been announced for AEW Collision, but she isn't yet fully cleared to wrestle, and we're wishing her all the best on her continuing road to recovery.
Okay. Thunder Rosa's coming back.
Collision was only announced recently, but fans have known about plans for the show for some time, and an announcement will be coming in a couple of days. On Twitter, Tony Khan said the location for the first AEW Collision will be announced this Wednesday as part of a stacked episode of AEW Dynamite. Now the location of the show will be a major point of interest, as for months we've heard that the event will take place in Chicago, Illinois.
No, we already know it's in Chicago.
Return of CM
You don't let on this.
With AEW and Punk at odds again, though, the promotion has been working on alternative locations with a crowd that won't be as focused on seeing Punk if he doesn't show up for Collision.
Okay.
Confirmed, it has been speculated that AEW Collision could premiere from the Daily's place in Jacksonville, Florida, in the event that.
We're legit. If I'm off and I'm free that day, I'm ordering that shit. Hey, Twisted Savage, bro. If you're in the area, bro, freaking come through. We'll watch AEW, bro.
We may know much more after the announcement.
Legit. I'll probably order all the I'll start ordering all the pay-per-views, bro. I'll make freaking my pad hotspot. Any pay-per-view, feel free to come through. Yeah, if I'm not here, Jazzy's here watching it, so feel free to come through.
Match taking place. During the show, Kyle Fletcher of Aussie Open announced that the popular tag team were having to forfeit.
Yeah, right. Hey, let's speak on that, bro. Randy Orton's back is messed up because his shoulders are too wide. He has a shoulder deformation he has, and it's finally taking its toll on his back. But legitly, Randy Orton carried the company for the past 10 years. While everybody else cut out. Brock cut out. Cena cut out. Randy Orton's been holding it down, bro. And he's one of the only ones that gets a real genuine reaction at these shows, bro. I've been to all the live shows, bro. WWE pipes in so much. Bro, they pipe in so many fake crowd noises and this shit. You don't really notice till you're at a live show. But every time Randy Orton hits that freaking RKO, I saw, it was a SummerSlam in Vegas at the freaking Raiders Stadium, right? And it was it was RK Bro versus the Usos, right? And when Randy Orton hit that RKO, bruh, the whole place stood up. There was a kid, sitting in front of us was a kid and his dad, right? And this kid jumped up so hard and his dad was just like, yeah, you know what I mean? That's pro wrestling right there, bruh. That's pro wrestling. I love the melting pot of pro wrestling too, bro. Wrestling fans come from every single subculture, bro.
As well as the IWGP World Tag Team Championships. This decision is because of Fletcher's tag team partner Mark Davis being injured.
Hey, bro, props to y'all, bro. I got 3 likes, bro. Give me 7 more and I'll crack a beer for y'all. Let's go.
Aussie Open captured the IWGP tag titles from Bishamon on April 8th.
Oh, that was a good match, bro. That's
Tag titles just 1 week later.
That was a
Both
badass match.
championships will see new champions decided at the upcoming Dominion event on June 4th.
I gotta check up on that. Who won that?
It's been a good month for tag teams, with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez having to vacate the WWE Women's Tag Team titles.
That's us, bro. They're a good team.
A very speedy recovery. Earlier this month, WWE arrived in Puerto Rico for Backlash, the promotion's first premium live event in the area.
Bruh, Backlash in freaking Puerto Rico was freaking amazing. I love what I really like. Okay, check this out. So freaking, when the sale happened, right? And freaking WWE freaking got bought out. You start putting your guards up. You're like, bro, how much of the actual wrestling tradition are they gonna support, right? The WWE is new hands, right? And they freaking capitalize on every single ounce of the Puerto Rican history. bruh. The commentator even mentioned he was the deathmatch king, bro. The deathmatch started in Puerto Rico, bro. It started in Puerto Rico. Hey, shout out Scotty. Hey, Gorilla Steve, bro. Shout out Scotty, Gorilla Steve, bro. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for saying what's up, motherfucker. But like the very fact that they brought out Savio Vega is like Hulk Hogan out there in Puerto Rico, bro. Straight up. I just wish I even checked the travel packages for that. The travel, like I mentioned on the stream before, the travel packages sucked. But if they were a little better, and then at that point it's about, what does the travel package get you, WWE wise? Do you get backstage? Do you get the meet and greet, and how much of that is worth, and what kind of seats you get, and all that formulates into it. If you give me a good VIP experience, you let me run the rail, you know what I mean? You let us come down the freaking ramp, maybe get in the ring for a little photo ops here and there. I'll pay top dollar for maybe some shitty freaking accommodations just for that WWE experience.
In over 18 years. In addition to Backlash, WWE also hosted an episode of SmackDown in Puerto Rico, and
that was dope. That crowd was crazy.
Lucrative for the promotion. As Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics reports,
that crowd was crazy.
Home SmackDown was $1.01 million, while Backlash took home $1.4 million from the live.
Why wouldn't you go to Puerto Rico once a month to make that kind of money, bro? Damn. They're probably making a lot more from Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia is cashing them out to be there. That's profit. That's freaking hard-earned money right there. That's what I've always kind of dealt with that idealistic. Would you guys rather be handed money, or would you guys rather earn that money? Well, what do you think? It's a good freaking... much rather earn it than have it given to me. That's for darn sure. It means more.
In addition to the $1.5 million,
okay.
Those authorities paid WWE to hold Backlash in San Juan.
Oh, so they did get paid.
Short of $4 million for the 2 nights, despite the absence of Roman Reigns.
So, honest to God, the actual wrestling was just a house show. It was a glorified freaking house show. But freaking, the reaction that Zelina Vega got, bro, that meant something. That made the whole thing. That and the fucking Bad Bunny's entrance. Bad Bunny actually wrestled a good match. It was the crowd that really made that show.
Much of the appeal of Backlash was on Bad Bunny, who won his San Juan Street.
So what I'm thinking is, so next question, check this out. So they got cashed out $4 million to come through, right? So my idealistic is, who makes the profit from those tickets? If you're getting cashed out up front to come through, they're making all that profit. They're freaking, so they made $2 million from the gate. They probably made a lot more in merch. They probably made a lot more in parking. Right? I think they ended up pretty good.
Fight was Damian Priest, and given the success of the show, both critically and from a finances standpoint,
hey, bro, they had a great match.
It won't be another 18 years before WWE returns to Puerto Rico.
Thank God. Please come back.
And we're ending today with Cody Rhodes, as the American Nightmare has proven to be a workhorse since returning from injury.
Yeah, he has. Ray's wrestled every show.
Rhodes can be found at a ton of WWE's untelevised live events.
Yep, he's at all the house shows, bro.
Bigger names in the company don't appear at, and that's an issue for the former Intercontinental Champion.
Hell yeah, speak on it.
WWE Super Show at Fayetteville, North Carolina, Rhodes defeated Finn Balor in a street fight, and after his win, grabbed the mic to call out Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
He advertised for the show, didn't appear because he was afraid of Cody, and said that his theory extends to his Night of Champions opponent as well.
I can see that.
Cody also promised the fans that the next time he competes in Fayetteville, he hopes to have 2 wins over Lesnar under his belt, and also plans on wearing some gold around his waist. Cody's promo was a clear sign that WWE will revisit the feud with Roman Reigns in due time, and the American Nightmare remains hell-bent on finishing the story.
Sick. So, off the bat, they're going to freaking milk everything they can out of Cody Rhodes. He's probably not going to get the championship till next WrestleMania. They're going to build a bunch of people up because Cody's already built. He can go do feuds like with Brock Lesnar for no titles, you know what I mean? While they build people with the titles, He'll be doing his own thing over here, be doing his own thing over there. I think that's a great idea. Him and LA Knight, they're gonna freaking keep under. I bet you they're gonna give it to Cody Rhodes for the next WrestleMania, next Royal Rumble, and he's gonna go straight to Mania. Legit. Or he's gonna win. There's gonna be a Money in the Bank thing. You know. That's what I think. All right, let's see what else I can link up, bruh. Let's catch up on some freaking pro wrestling, motherfucker. Let's see. What should we watch? There's so much. So we peeped that. This was from freaking not too long ago. Let's watch this. How long ago was this?
And we're starting off with AEW, and in less than 10
Oh no, we saw this, right? We saw this. My bad. We saw that shit. Let's get in here. Let's see ones we haven't seen. Hey, Flat Rock Wrestling channel, bro. This is my channel right here, man. These sum up everything for me. Lesnar, backstage behavior. 14 hours ago. Let's go.
And we're kicking off today with Roman Reigns, who has dominated for over 1,000 days.
Let me get the. Hey, I'll get the link for this Flat Rock channel for y'all. Hold on.
Bloodline. By all accounts, it appears
I'll get this shit for
Reigns
y'all.
in with Solo Sikoa to take on the Usos at WWE Money in the Bank in the
Oh.
latest tag team match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship.
Oh.
Reigns' most recent premium live event appearance also saw him compete in a tag match, and it looks like it'll be more of the same going forward.
Oh.
According to BWE, a proven WWE.
Hey, 4 likes, bro. Thanks for the 4 likes, chat. Thanks for coming through. Hey, I'm about to drop the link for freaking Slot Rock in the freaking chat. Y'all check out Slot Rock channel, bro.
If the idea for this tag match is used, but BWE pointed out that this is a story that needs to be laid out and watched in full.
That's true.
If another tag team match is in the works, then it may be months before we see Roman Reigns defend his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, which received a brand new look on last week's SmackDown.
Bro, you should have to defend it at least once a month.
Else, according to Paul Heyman, and not only
At least
is a tag
once a
match
month.
planned for London, but another is in the works for down the line.
All right.
But what do you think to all this? Do you like the sound of a third Roman Reigns tag match at a premium live event, or should he be defending his title more? Let us know in the comments.
As long as he's wrestling, like he should be defending his title no matter what. You know what I mean? But as long as he's on the card, people will show up. People are fully invested in the Bloodline. The Bloodline had their own fans at WrestleMania, bro. People are fully invested.
Even before LA Knight qualified for the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, many fans and sources were considering him a favorite to win.
Yeah, he's gonna win that shit.
Earlier this week, though, a source within WWE said that places that are saying he's going to win could be about to look very silly. And there have been growing reports that his win is far from a sure thing. BWE, who was one of the first to report about Knight, now reports that WWE has another name that they are considering.
Bro, who are these jabronis that are freaking predicting these cards, bro?
Shinsuke Nakamura and Ricochet have qualified for the men's match, with more qualification matches scheduled very soon.
Ooh.
Tonight's SmackDown will see Butch face Baron Corbin and Mustafa Ali take on Santos Escobar, while Matt Riddle will have a qualifying
that shit's happening right now.
line against a yet-to-be-named opponent.
Okay.
As for LA Knight, his popularity on WWE's main roster hasn't translated into any major wins yet, and if not him, who do you expect to lead?
They haven't given him a chance to, bro. They piped in booze over that guy, bro. Why would they do that? They've never done that to somebody.
Next week, and as
They've never done that.
reported, he will be competing on the first episode of Collision. Well, we know about Punk's first match back. We don't know for certain when he'll wrestle after this, but forces within AEW are trying to make it very soon. Fightful Select reports that AEW are trying to book Punk versus Kenta for the upcoming Forbidden Door show, and there's been plenty of...
Bro, that'd be crazy. Are you talking about Go to Sleep versus Go to Sleep? That's crazy, bro. That'd buy me for sure. That sold me right there. Forbidden Door in my place, y'all. Let's go.
Animosity between the two over the years.
Okay.
Much of this stems from Punk stealing Kenta's GTS finisher when he joined.
That's what I'm saying. I called it.
And it would be thanks to Punk that WWE blocked Kenta from using his own move for years when he worked in NXT.
They
Kenta
freaking.
recently said that he would only.
Hey, bro, they made freaking Kenta look like a straight up jabroni in NXT, bro. He has so much more potential than that. Smart man, though. Sat there, got injured, probably re-injured something that he had for years, and he sat out, collected a check.
Work the Forbidden Door show if the money is right, and Fightful's report added that both AEW and New Japan are working on the assumption that he will. Kenta already has some AEW experience, as he worked on an April 2021 episode of AEW Dynamite, in which he teamed with Kenny Omega to face Jon Moxley and Lance Archer.
Kenta still got it, bro.
No longer holds any ill will over
Kenta
Punk
still got
using
it.
the move, though many don't buy this. And it was only in April that Kenta challenged Punk to a match at the crossover event. CM Punk versus Kenta is a match that fans have wondered about for years, and we could finally get to see it
Dream
this
match,
month.
bro.
And what do you think to this potential match? Let us know in the.
Can you imagine the reversals into the go to sleep and the counters, the multiple counters? I can almost envision what they're gonna do in my head. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a lot of counters to the go to sleep, into freaking probably gonna hit the ropes, come back 4 or 5 times. They're gonna reverse the freaking go to sleep hella times, and then freaking Kenta's probably gonna hit it out of nowhere. But then CM Punk's gonna hit it, and then freaking it's gonna look good.
Comments.
That's the thing, bro. Kenta's good. Don't get me wrong. His go to sleep is good and it's solid and it looks real. But CM Punk, when he hits that, it just looks good.
We all know when CM Punk will make his return to AEW, but the former world champion's return to TV has already happened. As anyone who tuned in to last night's edition of FX's Mayans MC will have seen, Punk has returned to TV as part of the show, in which he plays the character of a military veteran.
Bro, CM Punk's a freaking movie star, bro. It's crazy.
That this role was created with Punk in mind, and Mayans MC isn't the only place that Punk is flexing.
Hey man, with all the whining and crying that CM Punk does, he already deserves an Oscar-winning freaking moment. You know what I mean? He deserves at least a nomination.
His acting muscles. The self-proclaimed voice of the voiceless is set to return as Ricky Rabies, a journeyman wrestler on season 2 of the Stars show Heels, and according to Stephen Amell,
that's dope. I didn't know about that.
In the upcoming season.
Okay.
Between these roles and his upcoming return to AEW, fans will be seeing a lot of CM Punk on TV in the coming weeks and months.
Well,
not bad for someone who's.
Well, I'm glad he's invested a lot more time in acting than less time in MMA, because freaking. That was disappointing, CM Punk. Don't ever do that again.
Wrestling career seems doomed just a few months ago. But what do you think of this? Are you excited to see more from CM Punk on TV, both in and out of the ring? Sound off.
My thing is, it's about what kind of parts they're giving him. Are they gonna make him look like a jabroni? They did that to freaking The Rock. Remember, The Rock was in the Tooth Fairy. That movie was awful. How many awful roles did they give The Rock before he actually got to freaking the good roles, like freaking Need for Speed and shit? Forget Fast and the Furious, my bad.
In the comments.
Let's go.
At Night of Champions, AJ Styles came up short in his bid to become the
Great
world
champion,
and fans have been left wondering where he.
Speak on that. That was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. Freaking, that match was everything you could think of and more. You know what I mean? It was just one of those freaking all-time greatest matches, bro.
Goes from here. Not winning the title in Jeddah is obviously a setback for the Phenomenal One, but Styles won't be slowing down at all, according to a recent report.
Okay.
BWE, a trusted WWE insider source, revealed
There's the jabroni again.
Styles and Karrion Kross's feud will continue on tonight's SmackDown, but there's no
gotta
word
see
on
it,
what
bruh.
exactly they'll do. Given the lukewarm return to WWE that
Okay.
Karrion Kross has had so far,
He did, bro.
a
He got
program
great
with AJ Styles could be exactly what the former NXT champion needs. And what do you want?
Hey, bro, that time Karrion Kross had a way. A lot of times, some of it is for the best, some of it's for the worst. That resurgence that he's getting right now is well deserved, and it's freaking hot.
Want to see from this feud? Since WrestleMania 39, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens have taken on all comers, even with Roman Reigns coming up short in his effort to dethrone the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions.
Okay.
More recently, Zayn and Owens have been feuding with Imperium, but it appears that the European group won't be the next in line for a shot at the tag team titles. As WWE reported, a tag team gauntlet match will be taking place on SmackDown, with the victors earning a title match against the two Canadians. While Zayn and Owens are Raw superstars, they can be challenged by SmackDown tag teams, as there is only one set of men's tag gold on WWE's main roster.
There it is.
And it'll be interesting to see who earns a shot.
It seems like every stream, the setup gets a little better. Right now, I'm at the corner right here, and the freaking... Yo, I'm gonna speak on this. Yuri's doing a freaking $1 per minute stream that's capping it at a month, right? And whenever he shows behind the scenes stuff, I always wonder why there's so many wires, bro. I can use 3 more USB-C outlets. I can use about 2 more USB outlets. I can use freaking 2 more extension cords just to get freaking this where I want. I'm very limited to where I can freaking go because there's 2 outlets right here. There's 1 outlet right here. And there's an outlet over here against this wall that I'm using, multiple outlets, and they're all being used. I can use more outlets. So freaking, and even to have to put yourself in front of a camera, bro. Not a lot. It's very easy to do. A lot of people can say, oh yeah, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. It's freaking, it's kind of fearful. To tell you the truth, you go on here, freaking, you don't know what you're gonna say, you don't know what you're gonna do, you don't know who's watching you. So all the streamers, bro, props to all y'all for putting yourself out here like this, because a lot of people can't. You know what I mean? And I even give the people props that I see that don't do it right, because they even at least they're trying. You know what I mean? At least they're putting themselves out there. You know, I always say, give it your best try, no try at all, motherfucker. You know, at least you're trying, bro. But this is dope, yo. Thanks for freaking coming through and catching up with pro wrestling with me. Let's see what else I got lined up for us. Hold on. Let's see what else I got lined up. So what should we do? More wrestling, maybe? I was freaking... Hey, Rob Van Dam started his own podcast recently.
Yeah, about it being in
That shit's hot. Let's check it out.
How did Paul kind of plan that specific? Obviously he wanted to expand from the Northeast and make it big, but...
There's freaking RVD's Ratchet Girlfriend I talked about in the freaking, in my WrestleMania stream.
We did some random shit, you know, we came, at first it was just all the little towns around Philly, you know, and New York, but then, you know, we were in Florida, I don't know if we came to Michigan, maybe.
You did?
Know,
Let me freaking sound check this.
There's freaking RVD's Ratchet Girlfriend I talked about in the freaking WrestleMania stream.
I don't know, Georgia. I can't remember all the places. I know we went to Canada once.
I saw Kiss Me Florida. You guys went to
Yeah, sure.
Fort Lauderdale. I think it was yeah.
We actually, we had some regular hunts there. Lauderdale and Kiss Me, so that became like.
Oh, bruh, legit Jazzy. The freaking, I was trying to freaking get a beer to a wrestler, right? And then she started twerking in front of all of us, and nobody could freaking move. The bar was only so big, right? And I was trying to get through, and this chick sits there and starts twerking against the chair and everything, and everybody's watching her and laughing and joking, and I couldn't get through. I was like, bro, where's RVD? And RVD wasn't even tripping. Like, I was just like, I mean, that's cool that she's twerking and whatnot, and she's wilding out. But freaking, I was trying to kick it with some wrestlers.
So, you know, we were growing, we were expanding, and that was part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And the crowd was hot for you guys coming into it too, so it was pretty neat. Does it feel 25 years ago? Because it's over 25 years ago at this point. May 3rd, 1998. So.
It does, bro. It feels like it was that long ago.
Hey, that's crazy, bro. I remember that.
Stick out in my mind from the actual match. One of them was my.
I watched that shit on pay-per-view.
because that was one of those things where.
I mean, it's cool. Hey, bro, it's cool at their thing. You know what I mean? And we're at a wrestling event, and freaking, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie, that whole party was lit. It was like the club, you know.
I held on to the rope and embraced myself, and boom, he bumped, and he's laying down there below me, and I jumped up and spun around and cleared the top rope, split my legs, boom, bounced.
I remember when he did that shit, bro.
And I was, you know,
He never did that too many times. He saved that one.
Twice else on TV, but for the most part, that was something that I always thought that'd be cool to perfect. But
Hell yeah.
it wasn't worth the risk factor of maybe fucking it up. So I didn't keep that like as a regular one. So that's something.
Smart, man. I mean, you're already an innovator of your craft. What do you?
like that, by the way.
Who do you got to top at that point? Who does RVD have to top? Nobody but RVD.
It was something I only did once or twice or whatever, because you know, I was exploring my potential and boundaries and the laws of gravity and everything back then. Why wouldn't I? But the other thing I remember is
Let me drop. Hey, bro, I'm gonna drop RVD's freaking podcast channel in the chat for y'all,
I had to
bro.
double check.
This is too fresh.
I watched it like on my flight before my.
Bro, promote the freaking. Promote the shit that you see as fresh. Hold on, let me get this for y'all.
I was like, "Can you just throw up?"
He did. I remember that.
Now, was he sick or was it? Just
I watched that shit on pay-per-view. I watched that dude throw up.
What was going on? You know,
That's great.
yeah.
I think he was going into it.
Oh man.
That was because that was not one of their best matches. Let me freaking get this freaking this link for RVD's freaking channel on here for y'all, man. All right, here you go. Bro, that's one of the best clip channels coming up in pro wrestling right now. That's one of the best ones. What else is on here, man? Look what I watch. My whole life consists of swamp stories, wrestling, shoot interviews, some hip hop shit. Hey, let's watch Yuri.
Did you guys come from LA? We just walked. I don't know where we came from. When you go back, look down this street, and you see the hill. It's like 2 foot.
Chugging Yuri on freaking $1 per minute stream right now. The cap is a whole month. They're already 3 days in.
What'd you get, Chris?
I got a non-alcoholic one to start.
Bro, legit, nobody's doing it like Yuri, bro.
Did they have to ask you?
Innovator of stream, bro. Ain't nobody's doing it like him.
Yeah, you guys got crystals and shit.
Wait, this is this place? Oh, okay. Whoa, look at that crystal chair over there.
Hey, props to Harmonious Man. I'm gonna drop Harmonious Man's freaking link in the chat, bro. Y'all freaking like, comment, subscribe that fool. He's just freaking on fire right now.
Take the slip a little bit away.
Alright, I'm gonna drop Harmonious Man in the chat for y'all, bro. Here we go.
That bass was hella loud.
Hey, promote the truly fresh shit, bro. Promote the truly fresh shit. Link that shit to me. Link that shit to me. I'm trying to feel fresh.
Ray just dropped a bag of $3. Let me suck that hard 12-inch beef.
Oh, whoa, hold on.
I think it's good.
That chat's freaking crazy for that. Wow. This chat's freaking nuts. Bruh, I can't believe I just heard that. That's crazy. Alright, bro, let's do one more. I'm gonna cut out. I got a lot of cleaning to do. And I'll do some shit for the Clips channel, yo. Mean Sabu. I got it going for us before we get out of here. I've been freaking out my lunches and shit. I've been watching just old school ECW fan cams. And freaking here's one freaking, and I guess they were doing a Tim Bell salute for freaking Rick Rude, and the fans started freaking getting all hyphy and shit, talking shit. So freaking Bubba Ray, Devon, and Paulie Heyman all came out and freaking made a mockery out of this guy. Bro, legit, there's nothing like an ECW crowd, bro. Listen to that shit. This isn't even the one. This is just them riling people up. Bruh, nobody got hit like the Dudleys did back in the day, bruh. Nobody got hit like them. That's crazy. I've seen them get attacked by fans, bruh. I've seen fans attack them.
This show or anything like
All right, this is the Rick Rude one right here.
This is goddamn real life. You claim to be a wrestling fan. You buy a front row ticket and then you sit on your fat fucking ass while we're trying to pay respect? You should be ashamed of yourself. I can't believe you actually gave birth to something like this.
Bruh, and the fools. So the dude's mom was sitting there right there talking shit too. I think they were drunk. They probably weren't wrestling. They probably were wrestling fans, but freaking, he was just trying to be a troll and got called out.
If I had it my way, I would take your fat, white, pimply ass and throw it out the fucking fifth story of this building. So you know what? I'm giving every single one of you a chance. Let's kick her the fuck out of here. I swear to my mother's life, if I ever see your fucking stank whore mother on the street, I'll kick her in a fucking cunt.
But Bubba Ray got freaking jokes, killer. Damn, it's Paul Heyman right there. It's Paul Heyman.
Let me ask you a fucking question. Hold it. Shut up. Hold it. No, I got one better. Hold it. I got one better for you. I don't believe.
He's about to cash this fan out, double his money, and kick him out.
Here is double your fucking money back. Get the fuck out of here. Throw her the fuck out. Ronnie, I want that fucking whore out of my fucking.
That's what I'm saying, bruh. Kick that fool out. Kick that troll out, bruh. These smart fans think they know it all. All right, while we're talking about wrestling, bruh, R.I.P. the Iron Sheik. R.I.P. the Iron Sheik passed away, bruh, earlier this week. I seen this youngster on TikTok. This is hella funny. I seen this youngster on TikTok freaking she made a freaking like a duet thing where she's reacting to a lot of Iron Sheik's old promos where he was hella anti-American and shit. And she made a big deal about why is America promoting this? Why is America promoting this? Like it wasn't a wrestling gimmick, you know what I mean? But that was crazy, bro. Iron Sheik manipulated Sergeant Slaughter to go against America. A lot of people don't remember that. And that was around the time freaking of the war and everything, bruh. Iron Sheik was hot, man. Hey, RIP Iron Sheik, bruh. I remember there was a wrestling convention. And we're like that dude that trolled freaking Rick Rude. I was kind of trolling Iron Sheik. And he started talking all kinds of shit to me. He's like, you jabroni, blah, 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 blah. And I thought it was funny, so I was laughing, right? And he started getting more mad and telling me that freaking all kinds of... if you all know the Iron Sheik, it's basically everything in his vocabulary. It's beat Hulk Hogan, freaking mess with your mom, I'll freaking put her in the Cobra Clutch and make her freaking do blah, 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 blah. The same shit he always says. He said at me, and I just thought it was hella funny, and he got pissed off. This fool got heated, bruh. Heated. It was freaking amazing, bruh. But R.I.P. Iron Sheik, bro. I got a lot of respect for people that freaking have taken it to that level, bro. You know what I mean? And they work nonstop. Iron Sheik was probably doing at least 10 shows a freaking week. For how long? For decades, bro. For decades. Hey, so since we're on the topic of the Iron Sheik, let me see if I can look this up. Port of Iron Sheik and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm gonna see if I can find a news report of this, bro, because freaking Hacksaw Jim Duggan was supposed to be All-American. He's the new All-American. They were trying to get him to like Hulk Hogan status, but him and Iron Sheik had a feud together, right? They're heated rivals, right? So freaking kayfabe was a big thing back then. But the Iron Sheik and Jim Duggan got arrested in the same car when freaking they were feuding together, which was such a big deal back then. But I want to see if I get a news report of this, bro, because this was big back then, man. This was big back then. They both got fired. Jim Duggan just recently freaking made amends with WWE within the last 10 years. All right, Jim Duggan, tell us about the arrest story. Let's hear all about it, Jim Duggan.
Long story short, I had some marijuana in my seat and we were drinking beers. And the trooper pulled us over, and it was in the 80s, you know, I wasn't drunk, I was just sipping on a beer, so I was surprised I got pulled over. He's like, you can't do that. I'm like, in New Jersey. I'm like, I live in...
Right, it was the 80s, I was just sipping on a beer and driving.
in Louisiana, I'm sorry. So I got to give you a ticket for that. And he said, well, he spelled the marijuana. He says, you got any marijuana? Or he said, you got anything else you want to tell me about? And I figured, well, he's going to search the car anyway. I said, yes, sir, I got a small amount of marijuana under my seat, you know. And of course, boom, he hooked me right up and locked me up, put the cuffs on me. Then he pulled the Sheik out of the car, and the Sheik had 3 grams of cocaine. So it was a huge arrest. You know, Sheik had to go in front of a judge and everything, but we still made the show that night. And after the show, we went home, and I called my wife. I said, you know, we're to the hotel.
Yeah, good luck trying to hide that shit. That was all over the news, bro. Hey, but that's crazy how back in the day, how word didn't travel that fast. Now, that shit would have made social media, and they would have never been on that show. But back then, in the 80s, that word did not travel that fast, bro. So let's see. Hey, OTMJ, thanks for coming through, motherfucker. We're just fucking chilling, watching wrestling, bro. Catching up on wrestling. Freaking, we're talking about when freaking Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik got caught up with the freaking all kinds of narcotics and lost the biggest spot of their freaking life. Let's go back.
3 grams of cocaine. So it was a huge arrest. You know, Sheik had to go in front of the judge. But we
hey, bro, what do you?
That night.
Hey, what do you do if you're the Iron Sheik and you freaking you go to a court of law, bro? I'm the Iron Sheik. I beat Hulk Hogan. Blah 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 blah. You think the freaking judge is gonna go for that, bro? I bet you, if anything, wrestling was so popular back then. I bet you the judge and everybody were wrestling fans, so they let him off.
And after the show, we went home, and I called my wife. I said, you know, we're to the hotel. I said, we got arrested, but I don't think anybody knows. She calls me the next day. She goes, everybody knows. So my first caller was my dad, God bless him, and he, you know, chewed me out a little bit, but my family really rallied behind me. And
Bruh, if your dad doesn't chew you out for losing the freaking best spot of your whole life that you've been working all your life for, a real one's gonna chew you out. Everybody else is gonna be like, oh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. No, he messed up.
My second call was to Vince McMahon, and never before have I gotten through so quickly with Vince. And, you know, Vince, I remember verbatim, he goes, Jim, what have you done to us? And I said, Vince, I'm embarrassed and ashamed, and whatever you...
Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik killed kayfabe. That's what killed it. Believe it or not, before this, everybody thought wrestling was real. You know? This was the incident that freaking all of a sudden all these NBC specials start coming out. You know what I mean? Is wrestling fake? And all these wrestlers start freaking having to do interviews and protecting the business. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Iron Sheik did a lot of damage to pro wrestling, bro, with just this one incident. This is wrestling history.
Do I understand? He says, well, turn in your tickets and go home, because we used to have a big stack of airplane tickets. And he canned me. It looked like it was the end of my career at WWF or E at that time. And my buddy Jake, the Snake, tried to schmooze it over, but he called me. He says,
do you think they could have? I bet you, hey, bro, they probably had 4 on them, LTMJ. They probably had 4 on them, and they took care of a whole gram before they freaking got arrested. They probably did try to take it all, you know what I mean? They probably did try to. They gave it their best shot.
You're screwed. And so I was like, well, that's when I called Dusty down at WCW. I set a meeting up to go down and see Dusty, and before I got there, WWE called me back up and said, just lay low, we're going to bring you home. Bring it back, but I never regained the big push I was getting. Then, you know, they always kept me kind of strong, but they never put the heavy gas on me. So it was really hamstringed my career.
Do you think you may have had like an Ultimate Warrior style push if that incident hadn't occurred?
Well, I don't know about Ultimate Warrior style push, but I think they were kind of grooming me for a championship for a while. You know, who knows which one, but especially in the beginning when I first came up, the people were with me. You know, WrestleMania 3, I had a big part in it. I mean, I actually went from the penthouse to the shithouse on one deal, and I was lucky to survive that arrest. I think that would have killed a lot of guys' careers.
Who you wrestling for? WWE. Is that right? Nobody else.
Hey, my mic wasn't on. My bad, y'all.
No, I just mean we're like, you know, somebody on TV.
Hey, y'all, we're about to freaking... I'll give you contents here, bro. This is freaking RVD freaking losing his championship belt, losing everything to freaking arrest. They pulled him over. And if you listen closely, the cop asked Sabu what his name is, right? And he was just all like, my name's Sabu. Hey, good looking out, Jazzy. Good looking out on that.
Yeah, the speed limit 55. I checked your speed at 73. Oh, I thought it was 65. I'm sorry. Okay. We were wrestling in Huntington tonight on our way to Columbus. Who you wrestling for? WWE. Is that right? Nobody else. I don't follow wrestling. No, I just mean we're like, you know, somebody on TV or something.
Of course, they didn't get pulled over by a wrestling fan. Of course, it was somebody that doesn't know wrestling.
Rob Van Dam, RVD. Oh, okay, I've heard of you. Yeah. What's your name, Ball? Sabu. Sabu.
What's your name, son? Sabu. You're right. I do talk a lot, bro. I do talk a lot. What's your name, son? Sabu. Let's see it again. Let's see it again.
Well, it's 55, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I thought it was 65. Ball. Sabu. Sabu. Yeah. What's your name, Ball? Sabu. Sabu.
What's your name, boy? Sabu. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Oh, okay. I've heard of you. Yeah. What's your name, Ball? Sabu. Sabu.
Bro, what balls, bro, to a point where you live your wrestling gimmick even after you get arrested. Props, bro. Props. Hey, bro, I could do whole segments of Dark Side of the Rings of freaking behind the scenes stuff like that with pro wrestlers, bro. I could do whole segments, bro. Hey, bro, this is freaking been a dope ass chill stream, killers and killettes, motherfuckers and motherfuckettes. Mondays, bruh. How about Mondays? We do wrestling streams to catch up on everything pro wrestling. You know what I mean? I'd rather do something and report on something and stream about something I'm passionate about rather than go out of my way to freaking try to get views and try to get likes. We're going to have streams like that. Trust me. Karaoke stream. Probably do it Sunday or Monday. Keep an eye out on my fucking Instagram because freaking we were thinking, because we can't play copyrighted music on YouTube, how about we do a silent karaoke stream where the person can listen to the freaking music in their ear through like an earbud, but they have to perform it. You know what I mean? Would that be weird? I think that'd be a great idea. I think that'd be a great idea. Silent karaoke stream coming to you Sunday or motherfucking Monday. Motherfuckers. We did a freaking, me and Jazzy did a freaking First Friday IRL stream. We saw, and 5 minutes into it, we saw somebody with a machete, bro. Hey, a lot of positive freaking feedback on that First Friday IRL stream, bro. Sunday, how about this? Sunday, keep a lookout. We'll do an IRL stream at the Oakland Flea Market. I talked to freaking I'm Not Human about it already. He asked me what the next freaking IRL stream is. Oakland Flea Market will be perfect. Perfect. That'll probably be Sunday morning. Maybe around like 10 or 11 o'clock. So keep your eyes out for that. The freaking sub goals are still in full effect. I need my 1,000 subs, bruh, so I can get my freaking channel to where it needs to be, bruh. Yep, for 2 minutes. Bruh. Like, I was silent. Was I really silent for 2 minutes? I'm never that quiet. Never. I'm always talking. Always talking, bruh. It gets to a point where I talk too much. It gets to a point where I talk way too much, bruh. But I like talking, so why not stream it? You know what I mean? Shout out, hey, I bet y'all freaking knew that I was on silent, but freaking needed a break from my freaking voice because it was irritating as hell, and didn't even tell me that the mic was freaking on and off. You know what I mean? That's some chill shit. But freaking, hey, y'all, thanks for coming through. This will be a good stream just to watch, even if you're not a live stream fan, just to catch up on pro wrestling. You know what I mean? Oh, the machete, of course, bro. It was 2 minutes. My bad. Yeah, you're right about that, bro. You're right about both. You know what I mean? The 2 minutes into it, dude had a machete, was freaking complaining about people not freaking donating the First Friday, threatening him with the machete, bro. Off the bat, we saw a drum circle. We saw a freaking little kid freaking breakdancing. That was pretty fresh. We saw freaking some MCs spitting, making everybody dance. And I'm lucky we got out of there because after I get home or the next morning, I always look at the Citizens app and there's always fights and shit, but it always happens after dark. So we always go early. You know what I mean? We always go early. Yeah, flea market. Hey, what flea market though? Ashby. Hey, Ashby would be a good for the culture because it's in Berkeley. But the Laney Flea Market is where we're going for the ratchet-ish, bruh. The real ratchet. There is, do you know the push carts that freaking people have? And they can hold shit in it? I was there not too long ago and somebody had a kid in there that was chilling and was just pushing on a push cart at an angle. And the kid was just freaking chilling. I was just like, bro, only in Oakland. Only in Oakland, bro. Only in freaking Oakland we used to do some shit like that. And that's why we're going to IRL stream the hell out of this. Don't get a knife pulled on you, your phone taken. Trust me, bro. I know I'm so good at keeping it low key, bro. You wouldn't believe the angles I got, bro. The Citizens app said that there's a bunch of females fighting, that somebody freaking pulled out a knife, that freaking. Hey, I say every First Friday we do a First Friday IRL stream, and the next day we look up at the Citizens app and check out what the freaking damage was from that night, bro. But this whole area of Oakland, if anybody knows downtown, I live kind of the outskirts of downtown, more west, right? But not even that far away from downtown. This whole area is little to Citizens app. There's some of the craziest shit. I like how I'm reading about just random people yelling, screaming, and I can tell who they're talking about because you see the same people doing the same stuff, shit in the middle of the street, fighting, yelling, knocking stuff over, the same people over and over and over. And you wonder if these people ever go home. You know, or they do go home, but they come out during the day just act a fool. That's why I love it out here, bro. A lot of people couldn't walk these streets and survive. You're pulling out your phone, it's getting jacked. There's so many licks, bruh. I don't get why people are always complaining about parking in Oakland with all your bags in your car and then it getting stolen. There was an influencer. Okay, we'll do the ratchet one. Okay, MJ. There was an influencer out here, an Instagram influencer, right, that made the real dumb decision of leaving all her gear, like all her film gear and everything in her car because she was too tired to take it inside. And it got stolen. And then next day she was on the news she had to GoFundMe and everything to get all the stuff back. So you're putting other people out of misfortune because you messed up. You know what I mean? Just take the L, bruh. Just take the L. That you have to be a real dumb person to leave your stuff in your car in Oakland and not think it's not gonna get jacked. Carpetbagger too. Hey, bro, I don't know if you guys watch Carpetbagger. He recently came out here, had his Android, he had his freaking drone jacked, he had his laptop jacked, and he made a whole video on it. And he was just so surprised why everybody knows who you are, bro. If you're a YouTube star, people are following you. He put himself out there way too much. You know, they're gonna know where you're at next. They're gonna eyeball you. They know exactly what you have on you. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get got. It's just the way it is. Let's see if I can find the Carpetbagger video where he got jacked in Oakland. Oh, it was San Francisco. My bad. But it's almost the same. Let's search this. I got into a car accident. My rental car broke down. Rental car breaks down. A lot of car robbery update. Here we go.
Hey,
Carpetbagger, speak to us, killer.
Carpetbagger here. And I wanted to give an update on my situation with my car being smashed out in San Francisco. First of all, I want to thank everyone out there. The positivity, the good feelings, the support that have come from you guys, the viewers of this channel, has been...
Bro, why are you relying on the people of your channel when you're the one that messed up? Take the L. Keep going, bro. Why beg for money? You messed up. Why would you keep your stuff in your car with no tinted windows? You know what I mean? I don't get why all rental cars out here, or a majority of them, you can see, especially if you're looking for like a big van or something, you can see inside your trunk. You know what I mean? So people can see what's in there, bro. People are following you. They know who you are. If you put yourself out there, shit.
Remarkable. It always makes me feel so good when I have some stress in my life. I have something negative happen to me, and you guys are there and show your support. That means a lot. So, what happened with the smashed window?
No, we didn't. Not whatsoever, Jesse.
And the stolen items. Well, first of all, after, it was very disorienting. I had suitcases in my car. They were messed around. It was hard to take inventory of what exactly.
It's a real smart guy we got going on here, ladies and gentlemen. He's smart.
Exactly was stolen right away. Jen's laptop was taken. Also, I later realized that
good
drone Possum 3,
bruh, his new chick he got on here. I don't know why I can't stand her. A lot of his old school fans in his chat can't stand her, and they're always saying, they're always but they're always deleting this because there are comments on there, bro. Always deleting the comments, bro.
Was stolen in San Francisco, so it joins the ranks of Possum 1 and Possum 2. It is no longer.
The mic was off again. My bad.
Possum 1 smashed.
So what I was saying is, bro, like, he mentioned his girl's freaking computer got jacked, and I was just like, good. I don't hate her, but I tune in for the Carpetbagger. Like, this guy actually, I'll share his channel in the freaking chat. This guy actually has a great channel. He travels to freaking roadside attractions and amusement parks, and he's been doing this for over 10 years. and he makes his living doing this. I freaking subscribed to this fool's Patreon for a long time. I'll put his freaking link in the chat while we all listen to him. Yeah. Yeah.
In a few too many polls and had to be retired. Possum 2 vanished while flying over Ghost Town in the sky, and Possum 3 was stolen out of my car after a smash and grab in San Francisco. And some comments talking about how I wasn't angry enough, how I wasn't, that I should be angrier at what happened. And I want to let everyone know I was very angry. I am so angry about what happened. And I was off camera. I was probably a lot more angry and said a lot more angry things about what.
Bruh, if you left your shit in your car, what do you expect's gonna happen? You're pissed? You're upset? You made yourself a lick. Everybody out here is a lick. If you're running around with your phone, he's probably running around with his phone out and everything, taking pictures of everything, and of course you're gonna be freaking. All people gotta. Hey, I think, you know what really set people off out here? It was the stimulus checks. Cause I can guarantee you people out here never had money like that. All of a sudden they're getting free thousands, free G's here, you know what I mean? And people got used to living freaking a certain type of life. And after the stimmies kind of went away, a lot of people didn't want to give up that life.
What happened? I really do try to make an effort, not only for the sake of these videos, but for my own mental health. I try to keep moving things forward and being positive. It was very upsetting with my trip. I had all these things planned, and then this thing.
Oh, Team J, he should have stole the sideburns. SpongeBob sideburns. Hey, bro, that's a good one. I'm actually gonna comment that in his freaking chat, bro. Hey, that was good, bro. Good shit up, TMJ.
Happens that not only cost me a lot of money, but it put the rest of the trip in jeopardy. I didn't know, how I would get things fixed, how I would get things squared away, how I would be able to make it to all the other spots that I wanted to film on this trip. So yeah, I was so angry, but
Jazzy, you're right. The EDD too. EDD was way too easy to scam, bruh. They're never gonna find those people that scam that got that EDD money, bruh. That came in a couple G's. I know a couple people that got that. My dumb ass, I was working. Y'all, everybody else is getting free money, bro. I was still on the front lines, man. That's a whole nother stream. The pandemic for me was it's a whole nother stream, bro. Whole nother stream.
And I could have made a video where I came on here and yelled and complained and felt sorry for myself, but I like to keep this channel positive. I like to keep the things moving forward. It's okay to talk about the bad things that happen, but I want to look towards the future and the positive things and not dwell on the negative things. Dwelling on negative things it's not good for me. When I dwell on negative things, it just puts me in a bad place where I struggle with my mental health. So I have to keep moving forward. I have to keep trying to be positive. Also, there's a lot of comments about politics.
Like the video, motherfucker.
In the comment section, and I don't really.
Hey, the comment section was going bad on Oakland, bro, and San Francisco. People it's crazy how people view what we got going on down here. It's freaking. It's not that. I mean, it is bad. Don't get me wrong. There's no weak people out here in Oakland, you know what I mean? But if you're doing your own thing, you're holding your own, ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Especially if they see you all the time. Everybody gets got out here. Everybody at least gets jacked once, or attempted robbery or something. But after you pay your dues to the town, it's all good out here, bro. All good.
I'm not really interested in making this a political situation. If some people have feelings about certain cities or the way certain cities are governed, they're welcome to their opinion. As long as you keep things in a non-hateful manner, it's fine to leave those comments on these videos. I don't hate San Francisco. I don't hate any city. I think every city has good things and bad things about it. Obviously, it's a bad thing that people smash windows and steal things.
People smash windows and steal things everywhere.
To some other people that live in the area, it is an epidemic. It is an epidemic of people smashing windows and taking things. I spoke with
It's always been like that out here.
With someone who said that like they lived in the city, they would look down the street and like every window would have a garbage bag over it because there've been so many smashings. I spoke with one person.
It gets to a point your car's getting broken up into so often. Just roll down your windows, keep the door unlocked, and empty out everything. Keep your freaking dashboard holder open. Keep every compartment you have possible open. Roll down the windows and leave the car open. That's your best bet out here. And as bad as that sounds, that's how you not get your stuff jacked or your car window broken into. Because trust me, bro, these car window repair places are making a killing out here, man.
Person that told me that they lived in San Francisco and they had to have their window replaced roughly every 1 to 2 months. It was just like, for a lot of people in San Francisco, it's just a way of life. It's just something you have to deal with. You just have to fix it and move on, and that is hard to deal with. And I can understand why that makes people angry. It makes me angry. I made a comment about people being desperate, people being homeless or people having drug addictions, how it can cause desperation. And I did not mean that in any way as being an excuse. It is never okay to.
Hey, he know what he said. He said that shit out of anger. And the chat called him out. His own people called him out. That's what I like about this fool's chat, bro. When Carpetbagger goes wrong, people speak up, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate this guy because he's showed me freaking parts of the world that I always wanted to go to. World, like, straight road attractions and shit that I've always wanted to see. Freaking filming locations, amusement parks, and he does them right. He does them all justice. So he gets a pass.
Damage someone else's property or to steal something that doesn't belong with you. I hope everyone out there understands that's not what I meant. And I hope everyone agrees that it is just not okay to smash things. It's not okay to steal things. I think we all learned that as small children. I have sympathy for people who are in hard times. I have sympathy for people who do not have a home. I have sympathy for people who have drug addictions. I have sympathy for people who have mental health issues. And I think it's okay to have those sympathies at the same time, and you can still be.
Now you gotta explain yourself, bro. If you have to explain yourself in more than 2 sentences, you're wrong or guilty.
Now, as far as resolving the issue, the window is fixed. If anything, I got the window's cleaner now. So that's a positive lining. The window is shiny and clean. All these other windows look dirty now in comparison to this shiny, clean window over there. In the end, it cost about $500 to have the glass replaced, which unfortunately, I tried to run it through my insurance. The deductible on the insurance is $500. So basically, it was just out of pocket. I don't know how insurance works and all that, but you can't really. $500. I mean, ouch, that hurts. But it doesn't make sense.
He definitely was quick to drop his Cash App, though, as soon as that freaking shit got stolen. That's for darn sure.
To file that on your insurance when you just have to pay for it out of pocket. Anyways, they did a good job. It only took about an hour. With a safe light, I think it's Safe Light glass in San Francisco. They're so used to it. It's just an endless stream.
Bruh, if I never needed another career, I'd start my own freaking not only tinted glass window, but car glass window replacement scheme, bro. Not scheme, but freaking company, bro. I'll buy stock in that out here, man. That seems like it's a very promising thing.
Of people that are bringing their cars in to have the glass replaced. Oh man, I do. I'm not gonna be overly critical. I do think that it would be nice, and I hope I'm not going out on a limb here, but I think it would be nice if maybe the police, the city.
Oh, maybe he should have stopped right now, bro. Here we go. Here comes the freaking Here comes the freaking privilege out in Carpetbagger right here. Let's go.
Address this issue because, you know, it hurts tourism. It hurts people wanting to come into the city. And if the people that are smashing windows and staking things, if they know that the police are not going to be doing anything, then they're going to continue doing it, right? I mean, hope I'm not too far off base, but if no one's getting arrested, if the police aren't following up on these, and the police are not following up on it, they took a police report. The police did not take any actual activity. As I mentioned in my first video, the recommendation was to leave the doors unlocked, not leave anything in the car. And some people took offense to the police telling me that.
Bro, they told them that. They really did. And they're giving them real freaking feedback.
I can see it for both sides. I get it that it's like, people are like, well, why don't the police do something? And I feel the same way to a degree. But at the same time, I mean, I think the advice they were giving was sound. You know, when you live in a big city, especially when you're someone like me who's not used to big cities, you have to take things into consideration and not leave things in your car. It's very hard for me to not leave things in my car because I live out of my car. I don't sleep.
He's saying it like it's like epiphany he had and shit. I had this epiphany that you shouldn't leave stuff in your car. Pfft, come on, bro.
In my car, but I live out of my car. This car's my office. This car is my home. I'm in this car more than I am in my home, so it makes it extra violating to have someone come in. So yeah, there's not going to be any. I'm not expecting any updates on the laptop, the drone.
But things are really different where he's from. It makes me fucking question why. What kind of hole am I in out here in Oakland? If he's talking like this, the cops never came out here. They never. I mean, you call the cops out here, they're not coming. And it's always been like that. You're waiting 5 hours, if anything.
Oh, they also stole one croc. One croc. Meaning they left the other croc.
Hey, bro, this fool always wearing these Crocs, and he's the reason why I hate Crocs, bro, because he puts pens all over them and shit. They really got him, bro. They did not only did they didn't just steal both Crocs, they only stole one, bro.
So why you would steal one shoe and a pair? Maybe this is a clue. Maybe we can solve this. Maybe the person that smashed my car and robbed me, maybe it was a one-legged man, as evidenced by the fact that he only took one Croc. So right now, I guess we will be on the lookout for a one-legged man on a laptop flying a drone wearing one red Croc on his only existing
good
leg.
freaking
Some people
luck.
suggested to go hunt around to pawn shops, and I mean, that's probably a good idea. I just did not. I needed to get moving. I didn't have time to be checking pawn shops, to be searching. I mean, this grand search for our missing items around the city of San Francisco. But you know what? If you're a viewer, if
you put harder money into that, find that shit, bruh. Find that instead of freaking making your freaking viewers cash out for you, bruh. If you took the L, do everything you can to get that ish back.
San Francisco, if you come across the laptop, if you come across Possum 3 the drone, if you come across my one red Croc that was stolen, leave a comment in the comment section, and we can maybe work on getting our items back to us. So yes, you know, I want to keep this channel on a positive note. These are the things that happen when you travel. Unfortunately, you know, I've had problems before with not being aware. It's kind of like when I went into Canada, I wasn't aware of their rules, and I got in trouble for having the taser attachment on my flashlight. Live and learn. I will never do that again when going into Canada, and I will never leave things in my car while I'm parked on the street in San Francisco. It's actually, one thing is interesting. When me and Jen were first going around San Francisco, we were having a good time. We're like, it's really not hard to find parking here. It's really easy to find street parking. No matter where we went, we were able to find street parking, even in busy times of the day. We're like, wow, we're so good at finding parking. I think it turns out, I think some people are legitimately afraid to park on the streets. I've heard some people say you want to find a parking garage that is secure, where you can stow your vehicle and then take ride sharing around the city to be able.
Is this another epiphany? My freaking carpetbagger. I mean, of course you don't freaking bring your car into San Francisco. If you're driving through it, hell yeah. Of course, you're gonna save a lot more money paying somebody to freaking watch it for you.
To do attractions and just to not drive your car, not park your car, because it's just too much of a risk. And sadly, that's the case. We did do some other things in San Francisco. We just made sure the car was empty so that people would not smash the window. And hopefully this is, I guess, a learning experience. You know, there will be more troubles on the road. There will be more flat tires. There will be more issues. I've run out of gas. I've had flat tires. I've been stranded while filming these videos. It's just all part of this lifestyle and making these videos. So again, thank you. There were some
Yeah, the whole victimizing thing. Like I said, the whole victimizing thing. All he does is cry the whole time. Blah, blah, blah. So check this out. So somebody asked me recently. One of my coworkers asked me why I don't wrestle anymore. And freaking, I went hard. I told them I went hard for a long time. Nobody told me this shit was fake. I was hitting and they were hitting straight back. But there was just one match that I wrestled. And freaking, a lot of people, after they have, all wrestlers have this. I don't know what it was. I know I had wrestled pretty hard leading into this. I'd take time off here and there, you know what I mean? Basically, if I'm not being paid to wrestle and I have work that day, or I was able to get paid from work, I was going to go to work. But if I randomly was able to get a weekend off or something, or I was able to move my days around, then I ended up wrestling. You know what I mean? And there's times where that's a lot easier than others depending the season. So I don't know what happened, bruh, but it's the scariest shit ever because I couldn't feel my arms or my legs, and I couldn't move. For a split second, I was paralyzed, you know? And it sucks because it came right around the time of some of my best matches, you know? I would have had freaking, I had the showmanship down, I had the wrestling down. I felt like, bro, I was just like, bro, I'm having the best matches of my life. I'm having the matches I want. I'm finally comfortable in the ring. This shit happened. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, was my last match I've ever wrestled. You know, because this shit scared the hell out of me that bad. So let's go. This was UGWA Eastside San Jose. Oh, there's your boy. I'm setting the mood, bro. You gotta set your mood when you get in there, bro. I felt like I was at my freaking peak. This is me at my peak, bro. Despite this injury in this match, I basically wrestled half this match unconscious.
Make up your mind, MaNiC.
Pan to the crowd. They threw a freaking rock at me, so I'm freaking getting my hair all freaking fizzed up. I'm out there freaking working the marks on the side right there. The fool said he has a good bud, so I smelled it. It was cool. He had a big old jar of it. You know, I'm getting the fans involved, you know. You'll see, bro. Watch, you'll see. Well, you'll see. And it sucks because after, like, the homeboy Alex Andrews, I've always wanted a match with this guy. We've had tag matches, we had triple threat matches, we had scramble matches. We never had a one-on-one with me and him. He had high hopes, I had high hopes. He had no idea what happened to me, so he was pissed afterwards, right? He had no idea that freaking I was halfway paralyzed, and he apologized afterwards. So you can see it in my eyes, bro. And you can even see in the match, thank God he like led the whole end of that match because I was unconscious. I wasn't really responding. I like this part right here. I'm over there talking shit. Like I'm over there talking hella shit, and he sees me. He does the backflip, and he scares the shit out of me. Yes. There you go, bro. Can I speak on this? That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of wrestlers come in here, they're just going through the motions. They're sitting there waiting for the opponent to get in the ring. Every time you're in, every second, every microsecond you're in that ring, you got to be entertaining. And I think that's what separated me apart from everybody else. What was another hard thing is because Agua in this era was more it was more garbage wrestling than anything else, and freaking a lot of people were upset that we were doing too much wrestling. You know, he missed with the dive right there, testing out the freaking test of strength. Every second means something. You know what I mean? Instead of just going automatic into lockup, you know what I mean? Feel each other out for a little bit. You got the waist lock in, over into the headlock. Reverse the armbar into another headlock. We took our time getting up. You know what I mean? We took our time getting up. We took our time with the reverse armbar right there. We took our time with that. Bro, this would have been probably my best match if I didn't freaking black out. You can tell I'm more comfortable than ever before. I'm actually in there wrestling. You know what I mean? People didn't think I could wrestle. We're both up at the same time. Look at that. Look at that drop down. Chest bump. I ran into a freaking brick right there, bro. Ran into a freaking brick. I think you know what it was? So check this out. It was right here where I got it was running straight into him is where I got winded. Not winded, but freaking my freaking whole head got rattled, and I don't even remember this botch happening. This fool hit me right here. Right, I went down. Something rattled in me right there because I wasn't supposed to fall back. You know, when we were supposed to freaking shoulder bump. You know what I mean? And then we were supposed to freaking hit the ropes again. As you can see, I'm dead weight. I'm wrestling. I'm trying to keep up right now, but I'm waiting for him to hit me. And he didn't hit me, but that was my own fault. See, I messed that up, but I wasn't in the right mind state whatsoever, bro. My head was freaking. And he gave me a fucking second to get my shit together right there. Hey, bro. People, I mean, you're supposed to get hurt in wrestling. You got a good point, East Bay Bob. But they're over there fucking ballet dancing. We're actually out here freaking scrapping it out. You know what I mean? Of course, So I'd rather give people a match they can remember, right? And they're going to remember forever, rather than wrestling 1,000 half-ass matches where you're doing the same stuff, you know what I mean, over and over. Like, I definitely, this era of Agua was probably the best era in my idealistic, this is the best era of Agua. Because you had all the competition there. You had it was ruthless as hell. You know what I mean? You're going in there and you're fighting. You're fighting for your spots. You know what I mean? And hey, call it freaking dangerous, call it freaking what it is, bro, but it's a rush of a lifetime to be able to go in there and be able to wrestle matches like this. So I had came to a lot, but that right there shook my brain up again. And all of a sudden, so this is what it is, bro. It legitly, my vision was coming in, and this is probably not from this match. This is probably from concussions, from getting hit, and East Bay Ball probably has a good point. You know what I mean? But when you're living recklessly, you're living recklessly. You know what I mean? I'd rather them hit me. But this is the accumulation of probably 12 years of getting freaking stiffed and hit and punched, and I definitely remember I had a concussion 3 matches before this, but I was cool. You know what I mean? But definitely, I think this shook me up so bad. This match shook me up so bad that I can no longer freaking wrestle anymore.
Medicate yourself, homie! Medicate yourself!
So I think right now I just gained my freaking composure back. My brain's a little less freaking floppy. You know what I mean? We're doing the squat again. Now we're kind of back. We're back on track to where we need to be. But at this point, we're dancing. We didn't plan any of this out. This is all freaking freestyle, bro. You can't wrestle a match like this nowhere else. Do that freaking spiral elbow to the freaking gut of the freaking juggler. Not too many people can wrestle a match like this. Not too many people can go out there and just freestyle it, bro. He was really good at it. You know what I mean? We had a couple ideas for spots, but for the most part, we're in there freaking scrapping it out. And I'm gonna state it straight out. Alex Andrews is a good fucking worker, bro. Great worker. We're really hitting each other, but he definitely, once I got the freaking word to him that freaking I'm a little loopy, right? He definitely took care of me the whole time. You know what I mean? UGWA got a bad rep, bro. They got a bad rep. Here we go. Oh, yeah, he laid that shit in. I laid that shit back. Hey, bruh. This is a man's sport, bruh. If somebody's gonna hit you, and you're giving them that hit, you take the hit right back and not get pissed off. That's some real G shit. Damn, DDT to the outside of the ring, bro. Listen to that crowd, bro. Fully entertained. We took our time to get up. We made the spot mean something. Instead of automatically getting straight up, we made it mean something. You know what I mean? It's about your pace too. You can't just freaking take a bump and get right back up. You know, and all of a sudden you gotta make the spot mean something by freaking taking your time to get in there, making sure, letting the crowd see you breathe. You know what I mean? Watching you fight for every breath. Bro, I was the king of that middle rope freaking plancha, bro. I was the king of that. Got him away from the ropes before I got the pin. Smart wrestling right there. It's little stuff like that the fans know too. If you're treating it like a real sport, they're gonna believe it. You know.
I told you wasn't shit. I just told you guys you wasn't shit.
But there I am talking all the crap, talking all the mess, and got messed. So this is right here. This is the one right here. After that, there's something happened right there, bro. That freaking... I lost freaking mobility in my legs. And that's the scariest shit I've ever freaking had. This doesn't just happen in freaking backyard wrestling. It happens in pro wrestling. It happens to everybody. It's not very... A lot of people don't talk about it. I'll talk about it. But it's a freaking... It's freaking... a part of your mentality you don't want to speak on because it's almost like you're almost traumatized by it. Hey, I still got those shorts too. I should put them on there, bro. I wrestled some great matches in those shorts, bro. So right here, I'm just trying to regain my composure, right? And he's taking it easy on me, thank God. You know, but he was trying to freaking call the next spot, but I wasn't responding. Bro, this is hard to watch. Bro, look, I freaking lost all mobility in my legs, bro. This is the scariest shit I've never rewatched this. Couldn't do it, bro. Legitimately, I wrestled the rest of this match blacked out. I don't remember wrestling the rest of this match. It's crazy, and it's scary as hell how you can... Right around here is when I gain like this feeling in my legs. You can see me freaking try to move them right there to see if they're even there. It is right there that they're even freaking mobile. This is when I started getting feeling, and I'm starting to feel feeling in my hands again too.
Goomba Storm!
He gave me a second right there. That was nice of him.
I think the ring moved on that one. Roberts, suck my dick!
Shout out Jake Roberts. Bro, it's like that's not me. Look at me, but like my mentality's still there. Look, I took the time to get to the freaking rope. I made sure the fans knew that I was blown up. Little stuff like that. Damn, severe uppercut. Boom. Right now, I'm coming in and out of consciousness right now. Like I remember some of this match, right? But freaking a lot of it's fuzzy.
He's gonna send him straight to hell. He ain't shit.
Look at the spot. We're working. How am I working straight spots blacked out? Not even that. Like in my brain, that's not me because I didn't live that. But it is me. There was no defined winner in this either, so it was just freaking. It was a freestyle scrap fest. Made my way to the top. Made sure I took my time getting up there. Damn. Legitly, I'm surprised he gave me that match. I think at that time he knew that I was messed up, so instead of keeping it going, and he gave the match to me because freaking somebody could seriously got hurt, and when you're freaking not conscious whatsoever. Right here, I came back. Once I was able to freaking not have to worry about the match, right? I came to, I was thinking clearly, and I freaking, bruh, I've never watched that before. Never watched that before. Last match, bruh. This is the kind of shit, and I've known people that have had this same situation and kept wrestling. You know? I think, I'm in pretty good freaking health right now. I think that was a freaking warning sign to stop. And when I did, I did. You know what I mean? I was just like, all right, I'm cutting all this off. I never wrestled another match after that. Never. You know, that just the feeling of freaking numbness, bro. I could feel it. It gives me shivers down my spine. So for the coworker that asked about that, that's why. You know? That's why. That's why I don't wrestle anymore. I would have had a freaking great run, bro. Especially the way things blown up, backyard wise, there's all kinds of different promotions. Everybody loved working with me. I can work anybody. I was one of the few that can wrestle all styles. I could wrestle lucha if I needed to. You know, I knew the style. I was an actual wrestling fan. You know, I knew what people can do. I knew the different styles. A lot of these cats, and especially a lot of these pro wrestlers, aren't wrestling fans. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people downgrade WWE so much, but that's the style that the audience you're wrestling for knows. So you got to incorporate that style somehow, or else you're just a self-marked wrestling for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been MaNiC ChRoNiClEs. You know what I mean? I want to start formatting these to a point, almost like a podcast, to where you can listen back. You know what I mean? And just be able to listen to it, not have to watch it. You can be doing your thing and whatnot. We're gonna be I say every Monday we'll do more kick-it streams like this, bro, because this is fresh. This is fucking fresh. We covered freaking all kinds of shit. We covered all current wrestling. I'm up to date with everything. I'm about to go watch SmackDown right now. Probably cook myself something to eat. Baby crack this beer since we didn't get 10 likes. No, I'm not gonna crack the beer. 10 likes or no beer, or I'm not drinking it at all. And that's the way it's gonna be from these streams from now on. I'm only gonna drink when it's for likes. Motherfucker. So, karaoke stream. This Sunday or Monday, but this Sunday guaranteed you are getting the Oakland Laney Flea Market stream, motherfucker. Keep it updated on my Instagram. Thanks for freaking Jazzy for modding for the chat, throwing my fucking Streamlabs up there. That's the shit. Jazzy will be back for the freaking like marriage stream. Jazzy will be back for the freaking karaoke stream. We're trying to get. I'll hit up Young and Necrolo, see if he wants to come through. If y'all in the area, come through. Get on the stream. You know, I'm telling all my. So, before we go, right? I'll speak on something. A lot of people have been really confused about my idealistics of living like a king and living like a peasant, right? If you have some kind of power, right, and you use it to keep other people down, and you use it to keep the people around you down, you know what I mean? Or if you ain't right here, and you're just trying to throw this negative energy on other people, that's not living like a king. That's living like a peasant. That's something a peasant would do. And I'm talking about a peasant spiritually, not financially. Because I know a lot of people with a lot of money that are peasants. They live like peasants. A true king at spirit wants all his kingdom to come up. A true king's kingdom is a representation of who they are. And freaking a representation of freaking values. And freaking taking accountability. You know what I mean? So that's why I tell everybody, bro. If anybody listening, any of my homies, if you want to stream, come on through. I'll set up everything for you. I'll link your YouTube or Twitch into my freaking Streamlabs. You know what I mean? I want everybody to come up. You know what I mean? And I've always been that way. That's why a lot of people say their circle is so small. You know what I mean? I've only kept real ones in my freaking circle. I know better. I know better because I know my energy. My freaking soul is very gifted. You know what I mean? You can see it in every single click or everything I was ever a part of. Juggalo, wrestling, freaking local music, whatever it was a golden era for a lot of people. And it took me a long time to realize that. And so freaking cherish your freaking energy, brother. We're sharing that with anybody. Cherish who you are. Have the people in your circle be a representation of who you are. All right, motherfuckers. Thanks for tuning in.